As you work through the Inspired Sales System and as you work through your initial training with Floor Coverings International, there's going to be times that you need additional help. And I just want to use this as an opportunity to point you to some resources that are at your fingertips. So, what are some resources that you've got? Well, we've got Floor 11, Floor U, our online Floor University. We've got the IT website, the marketing website. You've got Salesforce, Power BI, and then how about additional support? Like if I have an individual question. So I'm going to bounce out of this presentation for a moment and jump over to just Google Chrome. By the way, I would tell you that almost everything that we use, in fact, everything that we use works better in Chrome. So if you run Firefox or Windows Explorer or Microsoft Edge or any of those others, you're going to want to make Chrome your default browser. Everything that we have works better with Chrome. So I'm going to go to Floor 11 to start with, and I'll log in from the very beginning. Now, when you log into Floor 11, your screen and my screen are going to look different. And the reason that they look different, you actually have the ability to change the widgets on your homepage. It's something that you can do if you come up here and click on your name. You can work through and change the widgets that are here. I don't ever bother with that, so it's fine. I don't really care. But if you want to change your widgets, you can absolutely do that. For everybody, though, if you come over and float over the left, you'll get this pop-out bar. And there's a couple of places, or one place in particular that I want to show you, and then there's some shortcuts down below. If you'll look under the dashboard, so that's the very first one, there is something called a library. And where is it? Right here. There's my library. And the library is open to both franchise owners and design associates. So everybody on this call has access to this. Now, again, your screen and my screen are going to look different. I've got a corporate admin, so I've got some things like convention resources, corporate resources that you're not going to have. You will all have this training and event schedules box. This is a great place for you as you see upcoming trainings and whatnot. They're going to be listed under this box. But the one that I want to spend some time with is the Franchise Owner's Manual. Now, if I click on the Franchise Owner's Manual, you'll see that there's all these folders at the top, and then there might be some files down below. So you've got the journey, you've got new franchise startup program, accounting stuff, branded clothing, business planning. There's all these different ones. There's a couple of these that you're going to spend more time in than others. So I'll just point them out to you. Merchandising resources, you're going to get into here very frequently. The other one will be production management. So you'll probably go into here. But for sure, you're going to end up going into the Inspired Sale Training and Certification. So I'm going to click on that one for right now. When I open up the Inspired Sale Training, you'll notice there's 3 boxes at the top again. You've got company story resources, something called the paradox of choice, and sales meeting calls. And then you'll see things like the reference list template, or the Inspired Sales Summary, or a note about scheduled hours versus working hours. And you've got all these different tools that are here that are out there to help you. What about company story resources? Well, if I click on company story resources, I've got a PowerPoint version of the company story with some example transitions. And then I've got this company story, which is narrated. This is a company story that's just in a PDF format, and it has script notes. Not that anybody wants you to memorize all the script notes, but it's here, right? So you've got a PowerPoint version and you've got a PDF version. So how did I get there? Well, I went from the dashboard to the library to the Franchise Owner's Manual to the Inspired Sale Training and Certification, and then Company Story Resources. I also showed you the merchandising box, right? Well, I'll show you this is a trick. If I come back over here, merchandising has a button on the main menu. It takes you to exactly the same place, but it's just a shortcut. And it's on everybody's main menu as a shortcut. So you'll notice up at the top, where am I? Dashboard, Library, Franchise Owner's Manual, Merchandising, but I can get there with one click. Now in here, this is fantastic. So for example, I might come over and look at my mobile showroom. And all of you are going to be coming over here because some of the most used files that you're going to need are going to be in this folder. So under the mobile showroom folder, you'll see the mobile and studio crossover inventory list. You'll also see a vendor drop list. These 2 files are probably the two most downloaded files in the whole system. The mobile and studio crossover inventory list shows you these are all the samples in your mobile showroom and what the vendor names are that go with them. And then the drop list is very important. As vendors drop things, you're going to want to take them out of your van or at least mark them off so that you know not to sell them anymore. So if you want to take the long route, dashboard, library, franchise owner's manual, merchandising resources, mobile showroom. If you want to take the shortcut, you can just come over here and click on merchandising. And from merchandising, go into the mobile showroom folder, and there we are. All right, enough about Floor 1.1. Let's take a look at Floor U. So Floor U is a system that will likely change at the end of this year. So if you're watching this next year, it will have a different look and feel, but a lot of the content is going to be the same. When you log into Floor U, you have your home page, which is going to look just like mine. By now, you guys have already figured out that you've got boxes that you can click on. Anything that's on this home page is open game. So if you wanted to come down here and learn about conflict resolution or effective meetings, if you wanted to get into the Digital Marketing Academy, all this stuff is out there for you. I'm not going to go into a ton of detail. I will show you specifically like Office Staff Learning Plan. This is a great learning plan that's just recently been released that will allow you to pop right in or let your office manager or office coordinator pop right in and get into the three main pillars of what it looks like to manage the office. All right, so that's those two. Let's go back to our presentation just a second. I want to stay on track here. So we've looked at Floor 1.1, we've looked at Floor U. All right, let's look at a couple of important websites, shall we? So one website is the fciit.com website. The very first time that you go in here, it may ask you to log in. That's going to be the same credentials as your email, as your Outlook credentials. Once we are in, this is where all things IT reside. So for example, maybe you are maybe as a franchise owner, you're hiring a design associate. How do I get new design associate credentials? Well, I can search for it right here. Oh, good, credential form for new employee, and that'll pop up. Maybe you're having a hard time with syncing your tablet. Okay, well, let's see, sync FAQs or known issues. Okay, so let's just hit on sync FAQs, and maybe your thing is popping up right here, right? So if you happen to come through here and you can't quite figure out, I mean, you've done everything that you can do, you've searched through here. I mean, the nice thing about all this stuff being on the website is that if it's 12 o'clock at night and you just really want to figure something out before you go to bed, well, this is a great place to go. But if you still can't get there and you can't figure it out, there's a button here that says submit a ticket. And if you click on that button, all it's going to do is open up an email for you. And it opened it up on the other screen for me. So it opens up an email for me, and you're just going to describe it. Boom, off you go. Send it, and somebody will get back to you. Okay. Another important website is the marketing website. Now, be careful. The website for IT is fciit.com. The marketing website is the reverse. It's marketingfci.com. But it is just as valuable just for marketing stuff instead of for IT stuff. So you've got all sorts of brand information. You've got online properties. You've got digital lead generator stuff. You've got all sorts of stuff. If you need specific creative done, so you're running a particular show and you want a new banner made up, you can search for creative and you can look at what does it look like? Oh, there's a creative request form. Okay, great. So I can fill out this form and off you go. A creative request can take up to 3 to 4 weeks. Okay, great. So I know what it is. I can submit the form and off we go. One thing that I will note, marketing has what they call their service level, let's see, or SLAs. Let's search for SLA. Nope. Perfect. Guidelines for SLAs and support tickets. All right, so if I open this up, this is just going to give me their guidelines. So if you have marketing issues, marketing things that you need to work through, this is an overview of what that looks like. So for example, understand that marketing wants to help you. They absolutely want to work through stuff with you. But they absolutely are going to prioritize things that are preventing people from writing proposals versus stuff that, you know, it could wait. So for example, if you have something that's preventing you from being able to write proposals, you're going to get a response time in less than 3 days. The PPA program, there's a specific policy, so you can click on that and see. Marketing planning, 5 days. Brand refresh, 5 days. So you can see what's here, okay? Again, marketing has a ton of stuff on this website. More than likely, 99% of your questions are going to be able to be answered here anyway. What about, you know, I don't want to buy shirts from the company that Floor Coverings International gave us. I want to be able to get somebody locally to do it. Where can I get the logo files? Perfect. Logos right here. So if I search for logos, there they are. And you've got a whole Dropbox. Standard logos are here. Logo files with the Stars of Flooring tagline. Everything's there, and you'll find them in a number of different formats. So again, 99% of what you're going to need is on this website. If you need additional help, just like on the IT website, you can submit a request. So on any one of these pages, you can submit a request. But you don't have to be on the website to do it. You can submit a request by simply going to itsupport@fcifloors.com or marketing support@fcifloors.com. So if you're looking for IT support, you're going to want to go first to fciit.com. If you can't find your answer there, then go to IT support@fcifloors. Excuse me, not go to, send an email to. So it's called submitting a ticket. Basically, you type an email, and this is your, you know, this is the receiver. Same thing for marketing. Go to marketingfci.com, or you can write an email. If you couldn't find it on the website, you could write an email to marketing support@FCI Floors, IT support@FCI Floors for IT stuff, marketing support@FCI Floors for marketing stuff. All right, the rest of these, so Salesforce we're going to go into later, Power BI we're going to go into later. These are two tools that are out there. You're going to learn a ton about that, but it's too early for that right now. So for now, Floor 1-1 for you, and you understand how to get to the IT website, the marketing website, and who to go to for help when you need it. I appreciate your time watching through this. The last page I'm going to leave on the screen is this one, so that this is the last thing that's burned into your image, so that you know exactly where to go when you need help with IT help or with marketing help. Thank you for watching.